Hey guys, this is Dr. Sandy with another exciting video for you and your family and friends. And today we're going to talk about all things related to posture. If you're watching for the first time, my name is Dr. Sandy. I'm going into my 24th year of my own practice. If you've been watching for some time, welcome back, and let's just jump right into it. So, posture, let's start with the fundamentals. Why is posture even important? So I think a lot of people, we know innately, and maybe your parents told you growing up as well, that, good posture is just, it looks good. So let's even start with a very ground level thing. So it looks good. We know that when you see someone standing straight, I think it sends a message of confidence, that this person is, I would even say it's a sign of health. It's a sign of vitality. When we see someone crouched, when they're not sitting the right way, that's not a sign of health. And I think that's something almost like innate or like in us when we see someone, visually seeing someone sitting up straight or standing straight, just a sense of confidence, power, health. These are the words that come to mind. Whereas the opposite, if we see them hunched over, we think they're older, they're frail, they're weak, they're probably not healthy. Nothing good comes from that. So I think let's start with what good posture is. So obviously from the front, you want to have like a straight line that you can draw through a person. And then obviously there's no deviation, the head's not gone side to side. And this might be a good exercise to do, looking in the mirror and just saying, how is my posture? Having someone, maybe a family or friend, look at you and just look at the posture. Is it fairly straight? You should be able to, draw that straight line right all the way through. We don't want to see head tilts. You want to be aware of the shoulders, maybe even the pelvis, hips, but it should be straight. I think, that makes sense for us. From the side, when we look at posture, what you should be looking at, and this part you would need someone's assistance, is you're going to have someone look at you. The ear should be over the shoulder, over the hip, and it should be like a straight line all the way through. And that would be that ideal posture. I would even say that in general, like the shoulders should not really be dipping. Like we should see the shoulders kind of back. This would be closer to an ideal posture. Now, here is where it gets tricky or challenging, I should say, is that for a lot of people using their phone, their laptop, we have tons of people, students on a computer, the workforce on the computer. I mean, computers, phones are everywhere, and you have people suddenly doing this. And besides looking bad, if we start to look at the science, if we look at the research, and doctors are looking into this, that, what are the other impacts of this? So number one, they are researching this more and more, but it seems like with poor posture, it's related to feeling anxious, stressed. It's harder to focus. Like you were actually saying that the brain is not getting the nutrition it needs through the spine, through circulation. It's not working the way it should. It's not getting the nutrition it needs. It's almost like you have a garden hose, and instead of being 100%, it's at like 60%. So when you have that poor posture, you're literally affecting brain health. So yes, we want it to look good, but we need to have good posture so the brain can work at its best. Emotionally, you're at your best. Mentally feeling at your best. You can focus, you can concentrate. If you chronically are in that position, it will affect how the brain works, and your ability to maybe study for the test is going to be harder. Learning a new concept at work, the brain is literally getting affected. Also, if we go into things like pain management, having poor posture, what is that doing? It's hard on the muscle groups. There's certain muscle groups that are doing too much. There's other muscle groups that are not doing enough. And this also, if there's all this compensation, there's this poor posture, that pulling of the muscles, compression on the nerves, we're affecting so many systems over there, can lead to pain in the neck. The trapezius muscle groups over here are getting into the shoulders. It can even cause headaches. Just you're stressing that entire system. So we should be mindful of our posture. We should definitely take care of it. And I think that's why chiropractic is amazing. It is literally dealing with keeping the brain healthy, the body healthy, and chiropractic's sole purpose is optimal function. We want people to be at their best, whatever their best looks like, that you should be full of vitality, energy, and you should be performing at a high level. Life is about high performance, and that's what chiropractic is about, keeping you performing at high levels. So as I said, that poor posture can definitely not only affect you here, it can affect the muscle groups that are between the shoulder blades. It can affect the mid back. It can affect the lower back. We're not designed to be in this position. This is not a position of health. This is not a position of power. We're designed to be this way. Now, I agree, if you're on a computer all day, I would definitely recommend that if you could try to get up every 30 minutes, get a standing desk. They have these new desks that go up and down. Stand as much as you can. If you work from home, be creative. Maybe, I don't know if that means working in the kitchen when everyone's gone to work, and putting your laptop on the counter for a part of the day. When you take a phone call, walk around, keep moving. Get up, like I said, every 30 minutes, every 60 minutes for a glass of water. Take regular washroom breaks. But the more you sit, the more damage you will have. And not only muscle groups, they've also done studies saying that if you're chronically in the wrong position, you will accelerate arthritis. And no one wants arthritis. But if you're in the wrong position, there's more wear and tear in the joints. And then you will see things like accelerated arthritis, more wear and tear on the joints, more inflammation. Nobody needs that. Nobody needs that. And I can say for all of us as we get older, obviously that's a concern. If you don't have arthritis, you want to prevent it. If you have arthritis, you're going to do everything in your power to control it, make sure it doesn't get worse. So why would we do something like this? Why would we put more stress on our system? So have that awareness. I would also say to you, as an exercise, if there's obviously like a door frame, if you could put your hands against that door frames and just push through, and you would feel like the chest kind of opening, you'll feel like your head kind of going backwards, but there's just a door frame. You put your hand through here, you gently push, maybe hold for a count of 5-10 seconds, whatever your body allows, but that's going to help posture. If you're doing this for 8 hours a day, we need something to help with that. And you know what I'm going to even do? I'll include a link. I've made actually some videos on posture exercises and corrections, so I will include that below in the comments area. The other thing that gets affected if we have poor posture, look at, and it's good we're doing all this research now, but just based on pure logic, if we look at the human body and if someone has poor posture, look what's happening to the lungs. Look what's happening to the heart. It's going to have to work harder. It's not a natural flow. Whereas if we are sitting correctly, the lungs have more capacity, which means more energy. You're going to feel better, and oxygen is always a good thing. And I was actually shocked. They were actually also saying that poor posture can also affect the cardio system. It can even affect the digestive system, having that poor posture. So we want that good posture. We want good breathing health. We want good cardiovascular health. We want good digestion. It seems like, and that's what I love about chiropractic, it's just so logical. It makes so much sense. It's based on symmetry, alignment, that things that are straight work better, they function better. This is just physics. This is like an engineering principle, and that we are made to have good posture. Now, the reality is, if we can, work with someone, and when they're young enough, they can still work with their posture, you can make some correction. If someone waits too long and they're older and their posture is like this, they may work with a chiropractor and they may get some changes, but it may not be a full correction because they've waited too long. So I would encourage people to be aware of your posture, find a chiropractor you feel comfortable with, make it clear that your objective is, working on that posture, ways you can enhance it, make it better so the whole body works better. And again, as I started this video, I did talk about it looks good to have good posture, but if you actually look at the research, there's so much research coming out saying that good posture equals optimal function. The brain, the body, every system gets better when you have better posture. That's why seeing the chiropractor on a regular basis, when we have good posture, when we have good alignment, you are talking about optimal body performance. And I actually have this mini spine over here, and it kind of shows the curves. So we're kind of looking from the side over here. So this would be the brain obviously sitting here. The nerves are flowing through. That's called the cervical spine, your C-spine, your neck. That would be the middle portion over here, your thoracic spine, the middle portion, and then there's the base over there. So from the front, actually it should be straight, but from the side it actually has curves. If we took an x-ray, if we looked internally, a healthy spine should have curves like this. So what's the danger with poor posture is we start to see things like this. So the head is starting to go forward. This thoracic or middle part of the spine is just getting overstressed, extended. You can see what's happening over here, and the person is just not in a good position. So the muscle groups, degeneration, the lungs, the digestion, it totally makes sense, because if we look at this spine over here, if this is the brain, if this is where the lungs are sitting, the heart, the digestive system, you can see what that's going to do to someone. And then you can understand why someone would say, hey, I'm tired, my digestion's off, I don't feel good, I have pain in the body. Imagine if more people became aware of their posture, working on their posture, and just working on getting this into a more neutral system, that every part of your body starts to function better. You are improving quality of life, you are getting better, you are performing at a higher level just by getting that posture more aligned, by working with your chiropractor on a regular basis, so you can have the best quality of life possible. You can function at the highest level and have that quality of life even as you get older. And I really hope that, some people believe that as you get older, you just fall apart. I just believe you just need to really take care of yourself, really honor the body as you get older, and you can have good quality of life. But if you've always, neglected the body, ignored the body, never taken care of it, as you get older, you refuse to take care of the body, not doing the right things, of course it's going to fall apart, and you're not going to have a good quality of life. But if you can be proactive, take care of your body, not just when it's in crisis, but on a regular basis, be consistent, take care of it, you will have a better quality of life, and it'll be optimized for you. And maybe it's not perfect because you've had some health challenges, but you will always be better off with good posture, good alignment, a good nerve system, so you can have the best life possible. So I really hope this inspired you. If you have any questions whatsoever, if you'd like to work with our team, if you just have some general questions whatsoever, please text or call our office at 905-896-3393. We'll do our best to help you. And maybe you'll come in for a checkup. Maybe you just have a general question. Maybe that question is for you. Maybe that question is for a loved one or a family member or a friend or someone else. But we're just here to help. And again, any questions you have, I really hope you got value from this video. Posture is everything. Wishing you an amazing day. And as always, God bless. Thank you so much.